Okay. I need you to understand that this suffering you're in right now, the losses that you're going through, the grief, the pain, the uncomfortability, the level of depression, all of that energy is a vibration of something that was done to you a long time ago. Something that you took in from your family, stuff that you took in from how people treated you or how they perceived you. You are going through this veiling that's happening in the earth, that's happening to shift for what's going to happen for this harvest moon and this eclipse. It's moving you forward. And so as you're going through it, imagine it like a metal detector, okay? It's just literally ding, 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 pointing out the things that are inside of you that are not supposed to go through this metal detector, okay? They're not a part of the vibration of where you want to go in your life. When you've been working so hard, affirming and manifesting and asking for what you want, these are the things that don't serve that vibration. They're the things that are keeping you stuck at a certain point in level, that are keeping you from your magic, keeping you from the life you deserve, keeping you from love, keeping you from just acceptance of yourself. And so they're trying to show and highlight those things, the uncomfortable parts that you're still holding on to, so that you can learn how to love those parts too. Every single part of you is worth loving. You are beautiful, a beautiful divine being and soul. And there's no one in the world like you. And the way that you think and the way that you do things, you are unique. And we need you at your capacity, at your full capacity, at all that you are. You need you at that capacity. It's not even about what the world needs for vibration. It's about you being here and showing up for you. And so the love that they're shining on you right now, this energy that's coming in that feels so uncomfortable, is just so that you can look at it and you can shine light on it and tell yourself, this is something I need to pick up. This is what I need to realize. This is something I need to acknowledge. This is something I need to put light on so that I can let it go. The things that stay and dwell in the shadows, if the light's never shined on them, they stay in the shadows. They stay where they are. So you're shining light on it so that you can say, I found you. I don't need you to be in that space anymore. Here's the light to heal. Here's the light to release. Here's the light to forgive. Here's the light to love. Here's the light for compassion. Whatever you need to do to get yourself into a space where you start to live the life that you desire. You've been manifesting and you've been putting intentions out there and you've been working hard. This is the stuff coming out so that you can let it go and get past it for you, because you deserve all the love in the world. And however you want to do that, but we're done with the levels of suffering and we're done with the levels of pain and the pains that have happened previously and before us and before even our time. It's just real love. So this is what I see and what I want you to realize and see: that divine's putting their hand out for you. Creator is putting their hand out for you. Whatever your background, you are putting your hand out for you as your own divine God, goddess hand, ready to walk this path with you, saying, I got you. That all you have to do is let this energy go, surrender this energy, let this energy be healed. I can help you heal it, but I need your hand. And then you're going to walk forward with the energy, and you're going to acknowledge all the things that you were holding on to because you didn't know anything else to do with it. You didn't know any other way, that you had to go through this in order to grow. And now that you know, how can we move forward? How can we grow from here? How can we love bigger? How can we transform into the world in the version that we want? And the world is vibrating this energy of love. So you're going to continue feeling this discomfort because it doesn't vibrate with what you desire and what you want. How do you claim for yourself that you want this life of peace and this type of love and this type of connections and this type of businesses and different things that you want, but you're not exuding the energy that goes along with that frequency? You have to match energy. And that's what they're having you do, is like matching energy. You might have all the intentions and all the wills and all the energies up here to understand this that you desire and what you want. But if in here, in your emotions and your heart space and your body, your spirit, your soul is still carrying that suffering and that heartache and that pain and everything else tied to it, and resentments and misunderstandings and judgments against yourself, whatever it is, then you're having to compute and battle with that on top of what you're asking for. So you're getting trickles instead of getting buckets of what you're asking for and pouring into self. And so this is what divine is here to show you. This is what you're here to show you, that you're meeting yourself on this timeline, you going back and looking and saying, this is the moment in time I needed you to step into this so that we can do what we're going to do next. And they're pushing you into that right now. So I need you to understand that, yes, you're going through it and it's painful, and I need you to feel it. I need you to stop denying what you feel. I need you to acknowledge your feelings. I need you to speak what you're feeling and name it. Put light to it. If you don't name it, don't put light to it, it stays in the shadows. It stays in that dormancy. It causes you internal infection and illness and disease. It's going to fester into things that you don't need. Not putting that into the energy up in the universe. It's just a natural fact. Stuff that sits and dwells and sits in your area creates some type of trickle somewhere. But when you're able to put light on and at least acknowledge it, even if you don't know how to release it or heal it, but you acknowledging it is the first step. Then allowing the abilities that you have, the gifts that you have as transmuters, as empaths, as alchemists to move the energies into what they need to be. But your light starts first. You start first. Your awareness starts first. Your knowledge, your magic starts with you willing to put light and to see and to acknowledge what it is that needs to be acknowledged so that it doesn't sit there and dwell in the shadows. And I put light on it and I can acknowledge it. And you can accept yourself for where you are here and now as well. There's nothing wrong with where you are. You're right where you need to be. That uncomfortable space is where you need to be, because I guarantee you were uncomfortable 100,000 times before this and you kept suppressing it to make somebody else feel okay. This is your season. This is okay for you to feel however you need to. Be a mess. Go through it all. Like, allow yourself to see the beauty of what it is to sometimes be broken. That breaking you open is the beauty of putting you back together in a space that's on your terms, not because someone else tried to break you. There's such a beautiful energy to this. And I need you to acknowledge this and step into it and go through everything that you need to go through the way that you need to go through it. There's no wrong way. But I'm just here to give you the message. I'm just here to tell you what it is that you have going on so that you can at least understand this is why. And now what you do with it from here, completely up to you. Okay? But know that you're doing amazing. Know that you're beautiful. Every single part of you is beautiful. Even the parts that you feel like are not as beautiful or that look to other people as heavy or messy or ugly, they're still beautiful because it's you. You are beautiful. You are unique. There's nobody else like you in this world. There's no one's going to do it the way you're going to do it. You are a beautifully created, beautiful light. You've been through things that people have never experienced before or never even seen before. So I need you to step into that too. And understand, just because light is doing all this work to push you and catapult you forward does not mean that on the other side with this free will and energy, the darkness is not trying to take you down at the same time. But they can't. They can't reach you. You know who's behind you? Do you know who's protecting you? Do you know what kind of team you have? Do you know all the people rallying for you from your family line and beyond, and this nature spirits that you've collected from all the work you've done for other people? Do you know how much grace and goodwill and blessings are on your side? Nothing's going to stop you. So don't give energy to anything that does not give energy back to you. Okay? Move it and groove it. Let your body do what it needs to do. But I need you to see, and I need you to agree, and I need you to heal, and I need you to light, and I need you to love you. Okay? Have a beautiful weekend.